The question posed by the person is that he's a software engineer in an American company and he's residing in India because his salary is $4,500 a month, which is more than 337,000 rupees. To save tax, there are various rules of taxation. Can he take a housing loan? And housing loans in India are riba based from conventional bank. Can he take? Taking housing loan from a conventional bank would mean you are involving yourself in riba, and that is the 12th major sin in Islam. It is haram, it is prohibited. You cannot give the argument that it's a non-Muslim government and this non-Muslim government will use my tax money against the Muslim. This is not acceptable reason. Or you say that they will do haram activities like alcohol or drugs. This is only excuse. Do you think Indian government will take the money and involve in alcohol and drugs? Maybe a small percentage here or there. But it's not possible that all the money goes into haram activities. And to say that they are harassing the Muslims, yes, I'm aware that after the BJP government has come, there has been difficulties for the Muslims, but this does not give you excuse for not paying income tax. Paying income tax is the fard in Islam. You're living in a country, they're giving you shelter, so you have to follow the rules and regulations of the country. So, according to me, a person should see to it that he does not break any of the rules of the Sharia. Now, you said that if you take a housing loan, you will get a tax benefit of 400,000 rupees. Now, when you take a housing loan, since there is no Islamic bank, it is haram. If you take a housing loan based on interest on riba, it is haram. It is the 12th major sin in Islam, so it's prohibited. You cannot give the excuse that the Indian government are fighting against the Muslims or the Indian government will use it for alcohol. These are just excuses. Even if they do it's a small amount, it's not a valid reason at all. What should be done is that, what I can suggest to you is that if you want to save tax, you can do tax planning. Tax planning is permitted, tax evasion is haram. So in tax planning, what you can do, you can see the various options in which you get tax benefit. And like you said, mutual funds, what you have to do, you have to go and see to it that you buy Sharia compliant mutual fund. And you check whether it's a mutual fund which is Sharia compliant. And if you work or if you invest in a mutual fund which is Sharia compliant and save tax, that is the best. So there are various options. So use the halal option. Don't use the haram option. If you take a loan from a conventional bank for housing, it's a haram option. Don't use that. Take the halal option of investing in mutual funds. Worst comes to worst, as a last resort, the least I can tell you is that if there is tax that you have to pay, this giving excuse that the government will use for against the Muslim is not valid, or they may use for alcohol is not valid. What you can do is that there is a clause known as 80G and 80C in India, that if you donate to an organization which has 80G, then half your money is exempted from tax. If you donate to an organization which is 80C registered, then your full money is exempted from tax. So surely you can try and search some Muslim organization which has 80C. That means whatever money you donate, that will be exempted from tax. So if you are saying, I don't want to give money to the government because they'll use it for gambling and wrong thing, don't worry. Last resort, if you can't save it, you give it to a registered Muslim organization which is a TC, maybe a hospital. So when you give, it will not be used for haram activity, it will be used for good. So your conscience that your excuse is completely wiped out. You can very well give to an Islamic organization which have got ATC, so that your tax is completely on that portion of money, it is exempted. Hope that answers the question.